Hello there. And if you are watching live, happy Friday. We made it through another week, already into the third week in October. I can't believe it. Where is the time going? I don't know. Anyway, I'm your host, Karen Del Maestro, your self-care coach, breast cancer and BRCA2 thriver. Thank you so much for joining me here today as we continue our journey with the 30 days of energy boosting tips for breast cancer survivors. And today we are talking about something that I hear all the time, actually, from the women that I work with. And I too experienced this as after my treatment ended. And that was the aches and pains, right? The muscle and joint aches and pains that we feel in our body. Now, this is often just pushed to the side, right? I hear women all the time, I'm achy, but it is what it is. This is just something that I have to deal with, right? We think it's part and parcel of our breast cancer journey, our treatment, any medications we're on, especially those estrogen blocking medications or estrogen reducing medications. Muscle and joint aches are a major side effect of that. But also just, one of the side effects of going through breast cancer period is that menopausal symptoms are often the biggest side effect that we're all dealing with, no matter what our course of treatment was. And one of these symptoms of menopause can be these body aches and pains. So I don't know if you've ever been in pain, chronic pain for periods of time, as I sit here with my arm in a sling and my elbow killing me right now because I have a broken elbow. You know that pain is debilitating, right? It sucks your energy and we have less energy. Our mood isn't as good. Like when we're in pain, it affects everything. And I like to think of it as, our body is putting so much energy into trying to fix those aches and pains that we don't have the leftover energy for other things. So what can we do about it, right? What can we do about it? Well, one of my golden rules is that we never have to just suck it up and accept it, right? I'm not a fan of living that way, not when I know that there are so many things that we can be doing to help ourselves out. And they don't need to be difficult or intimidating or expensive or anything like that. And today's tip really leans into that because it is quick, easy, it's free. Woohoo! Win-win everywhere, right? So what I want you to consider is, when in your day are you feeling these aches and pains? First of all, are you waking up achy? Right? You're in bed and you're just waking up and you're like, oh, my body hurts already. Well, if that is the case, I invite you, before you even step out of bed, to spend just a few minutes stretching. Okay. Now, stretching is going to vary for each of us. If you are fresh out of surgery or fresh out of radiation, you may not have the flexibility at that point to lift your arm above your head. I'm 3 years out. I can do this now. I could not do it for probably 2 years after my double mastectomy. Right? Can't do it with this arm right now. There we go. So we have to work within our limitations, right? First of all, so I want to say that. And if you are finding that your range of motion is severely restricted or even minimally, then inquire with your doctor or your rehabilitation team or your plastic surgeon, whoever's care you're under right now, about either occupational therapy, OT, or physical therapy, PT. Occupational therapy means if you can't reach the top shelf in your kitchen cabinets, that is part of OT, right? If you can't shower or reach behind you or do the things that you would normally do in your day-to-day life, these are occupational therapy based. Our insurance most of the time covers occupational therapy after any surgeries. Okay, so make sure that you ask about that, because I find that a lot of doctors do not offer it up. I know mine did not, and I had some occupational therapy after I removed my implants and went flat because my chest was tight. I had pain in my mid back. So if you have pain in your mid back, it's another time to get that, either PT or OT. Okay. But what can we do, right? What can we do at home? And so if you're waking up with those aches and pains, then start by just stretching, even just stretching out your legs, tensing up your muscles and then relaxing them and then stretch them again, right? If you can, opening up your chest, right? If you can't, go to where you're comfortable and just staying there for a minute. This is before you even get out of bed in the morning. What is it going to do? It's going to help those muscles and joints relax. It's going to get the blood flowing and you're going to start to feel better, because this pain or these aches and pains that kind of sit in the background that we find annoying versus anything else, they are zapping our energy all day, every day. Now, once you're up and out of bed, you may be sitting at a desk for most of your day, right? Like I am sitting here talking to you guys, but I'm at my desk most of my day working with my clients and my groups and teaching classes. Like, by the way, I have a class coming up just for you guys, October 30th. Okay, so it's reclaim your energy and your life, right, after breast cancer. So that's October 30th, 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. PJ's optional. Come with your tea or your coffee. And let's spend 90 minutes together. Like, really, I'm going to be revealing some stuff that you guys have not been hearing throughout these 30 days. And this is the stuff that I use in my Lighten the Load system, where we talk about what we can take off your plate to free up some more energy for you. So I am totally not about adding on one more thing, because I don't know about you, but I know that I couldn't do that. And so I wanted to think about how can we take stuff off our plate. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in the masterclass. So please make sure that you sign up for that. I promise I will make it worth your while. So let's say, right, you're sitting at your desk all day. And what I actually like to do is, and you may notice, like if you've been sitting for a while, you get up and you're grabbing your lower back, or your knees are so stiff and so tight, and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm 100, and you're nowhere near 100. And your hips are just like you're grasping them because they just feel like they're not going to move anymore. Yeah. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, let me know in the comments if you're watching. And so, right, often that's because we've been in one position for a long time and our body's just resisting the movement. But our bodies love to move. They really do. They crave movement. It's what keeps us going. It's part of the crucial things that we need in our life, along with food and water and movement. So, what I like to do is I actually set a calendar. I don't know about you, but I'm not so good at remembering things anymore. Yes, thank you, brain fog. And so I do what I need to do to set myself up for success. So if I know that something's important to me, right, then I set a calendar on my phone. So what? Or a reminder. And I do set a reminder to get up and stretch. So even if it's just walking, again, this movement to open up our chest is really important here. If we can go up here, right? If we're at a desk all day, we tend to huddle our shoulders, right? And it makes all of this super tight. And it's going to be tight anyway, especially if we've had surgeries. It's kind of us protecting ourselves. And so we want to make sure you can sit and do shoulder rolls and just roll your shoulders back. All of that, just think of opening up your chest, opening up your hips as you go for a walk, even if it's to the bathroom. And you will find that throughout your day, as you take these few minutes, it does not need to be a long time, but as you take these few minutes to just get the blood flowing, you are going to notice after a couple of days of doing this, and I recommend every 60 to 90 minutes. So whatever you can do in your schedule, but you'll notice after a few days that you're not feeling as achy and that your energy level is more, because you are practicing some self-care. Yes, right? And you're just doing this stretching. Doesn't need to be a lot, just needs to be enough to get the blood flowing, get yourself moving, reset yourself. Think about your posture, pushing those shoulders back and down, making sure they're not up here next to your ears. I always say shoulders and ears aren't friends. They should not be hanging out together. So think about, dropping them down, making sure that they're down. Um, and that's really it. That's how simple it can be. But think about setting the calendar. To me, that's the key, because otherwise we're going to get involved in whatever's going on. And it'll be 3 hours later, and then we'll be getting up and we'll be grabbing our lower back and feeling our knees and our feet and our ankles and our hips, right? And our shoulders, because we're leaning forward, looking at a computer or doing some writing or whatever it is that you're doing. So that's your quick, easy tip for today, right? To practice some stretching. Stretching your body on a regular basis will give you more energy. Your body will thank you for it. Again, we can't change the levels in estrogen, especially if we had hormone receptor breast cancer. We're not about to put estrogen into our bodies. So, what can we do with what we've got? Stretching, my friend, is one of the answers, I promise. So again, don't forget to sign up I'll make sure you've got the link here to sign up for the Reclaim Your Energy After Breast Cancer Masterclass. It's free, it's interactive. We're going to have some fun. You and I actually get to be on screen together. We get to chat, we get to interact. Bring your questions, bring your concerns. Let me answer them for you. This is your opportunity to have access to me live and to get your questions answered. So it's a great opportunity. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. So sign up wherever you're watching this video. You'll find the link. And I will be back again live on Monday. If you get my weekly newsletters, normally you are getting these videos directly into your inbox. You will get videos over the weekend, but you can only get those videos if you are in my tribe. So come on over to the tribe if you haven't yet. You will get those emails after you've registered for the masterclass, or if you grab the calendar. So that's it for today, guys. I'm Karen Del Maestro. You can find me over at KarenDelMaestro.com. That's Karen with an I. And in the Healthy Living After Breast Cancer Facebook community. And don't forget, let me know, are you going to try some stretching? Sounds simple, but it's super effective. Okay, have an amazing weekend. I'll see you again live, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Monday. Bye for now.